What's going on, guys? It's me, the Diamond Dude 88, and welcome back to another Sea of Thieves video, where today we're doing something a bit different. Recently, Sea of Thieves has been releasing a lot of teasers for season 16, and I just wanted to go over them, break them down for you guys, so you know exactly what's coming in the new season. So here is the title screen that they released in a video not too long ago. So the first thing we have to notice right here is this skeleton. So I believe that this is, first of all, a skeleton from the Order of Bone and Blade, which is going to be the new faction of skeletons coming in this season. And I think this is particularly one of the captains that is going to be coming in. The second thing that we should notice right next to him is this ancient face. This ancient face, I think, means that we're going to be going back to the skeleton camps and doing something there, or maybe we're going to be finding new ancient locations and doing stuff there. So right next to him, we have this Reaper item right here. We also have this Reaper item right here. These two Reaper items are exactly the same as these two over here. So this is just a different view of them. I think these are going to be the new Reaper treasures that are going to be in the new season. Same thing with this skull. This skull I really like. I think this looks really cool. Reminds me of the older, or of the more OG skulls in Sea of Thieves. So I really like this skull right here. Here on the bottom left, we have this lantern, which I think is going to work a little bit like Belle's lantern. And or the Ferryman's lantern, it's probably going to reveal something in the new Reaper quests. So up here we have a Reaper's chest that's being dug up. Now what I think is special about this is I don't think they put this here because it's a treasure item. Even though they've put it with the treasure items and the gold, I don't think this is here because it's a treasure item. I think this is here because it's a quest item. Because later in the video, we're gonna see a clip of the new quests for the Sea of Thieves 16, and they use Reaper chests in it. So I think this is why this is here. And finally, the thing we have on the bottom of the screen is this cannon. This is going to be a new type of cannon called the Cannon of Rage. We're going to see this later in the video. So before we get to anything else, during this sort of title screen preview that they've given us, there was a song playing in the background. So I've actually gotten the lyrics, or the song, right here. We're going to analyze these three stanzas, and I'm going to tell you what I think this means. So this first stands right here. Farewell and adieu to your fair pirate legends. Farewell and adieu till no legends remain. For we have our orders to bring you to slaughter, and so nevermore shall we see you again. This is obviously talking about how the Order of Bone and Blade are going to be killing the pirate legends, or maybe the Reapers are going to be killing the pirate legends. This is repeated twice. This is the beginning and the end of the song. Second part of this is this main body, sort of. So, the voice has spoken of where lies lost legends. It speaks of when ancient tears are cried. So, this, I think, is Flameheart's orb, as he calls it, the Oracle, has told him of the secrets, of the ancient secrets that he is looking for. And this is what they're talking about, that this voice, which is the orb, has told Flameheart where the ancient secrets are. And it's speaking of the time of ancient tears. I believe this means that this is the same time period where the queen of the merfolk and the hunter in the ancients came together and followed in love. I think this is what the time of ancient tears is. So, next part is a fated time now comes to tie bones with blade, and so below the sands death awaits us again. So, what this means is the Order of Bone and Blade is here, first of all, obviously. Second thing is, and so below the sands death awaits us again. I believe this means that like this is alluding to how we're going to be able to dig up friendly skeletons in next season. So the next two lines is it deeply beats our beloved heart of fire. It beats a drum for the war of the flame. So what I believe this means is that it's basically saying that the skeletons are loyal to Flameheart and they want the same thing he does, which would be war and flame, flame heart, stuff like that. So from dim and cold hearth to faded life on the seas, and so the wind calls to the horizon again. This is obviously talking about how these skeletons that were Bone and Blade, they were dead for like a really long time, and now they're back, and they were the most loyal skeletons to Flameheart, and now they're back, and that would be the wind calling to the horizon again. And this last part is the same as the first part. So now we're going to go to the YouTube teasers, and I'll see you guys there. So here we have the first of two YouTube shorts that Sea of Thieves posted for Season 16. So I'm going to watch them, and I'm going to break them down for you guys. So here we have a skeleton buried in the sand, and behind him there's a Reaper ship. So this is going to be the skeletons that we're going to be able to find on islands, and they're going to be helping us out. We're going to cover this a little bit later in the video. So the second thing is this one. So right there, this is the Cannon of Rage that we saw on the loading screen, and this is basically going to be like a portable cannon, and we're going to cover this just a little bit later in this video when we cover Sea of Thieves news video. So here we have the Sea of Thieves news video that they posted on May 14th, and in the beginning they have a little bit about Season 14, so I'm going to show that to you guys and we're going to talk about it.
The festival of fishing is over, but the Reapers have no intention of sticking around to help with the washing up. They've got their sights set on loftier goals, and when Season 16 arrives later this month, they'll be sailing on dedicated Reaper voyages for the very first time. Working in service of Captain Flash.
So just here, we saw a Reaper chest just got opened by these Reapers, and skeletons now spawn around it.
These missions will test the crew's navigational and combat.
So right there, we just missed it a little bit. Here, we see that this person is digging up this kind of weird pillar that's coming out of the sand, and there are the Reaper skeletons around it. And let's admire this shovel really quickly. This is probably going to be some new unlock that we get.
Combat skills.
So here we get a better view of this, and we can see that this pillar has prongs like a capstan. Also has the widow symbol on it, which could connect it to the skeleton camp that also has this widow symbol on it. Here also we have ancients fighting the skeletons that these Reapers summoned. So this is going to be like a counterpart to Legend of the Veil, where instead of us helping the ancients fight the Reapers, we're the Reapers and we're helping the other Reapers fight the ancients. So I think this is really cool.
In equal measure. If that sounds like a daunting prospect, help is at hand, or should I say, underfoot. Skeletons loyal to the Order of Bone and Blade can be found buried around the islands of the sea.
So here we have the same skeleton that we saw in the other YouTube short.
Thieves. Free them from their posthumous predicaments, and they'll repay the favor by joining you on your adventure.
So right here we see this skeleton that they just dug up, helping them locate the buried treasure, which is absolutely amazing, because especially on this island, Smuggler's Bay, this is so hard to do because of all the like cliffs and stuff. So this is going to be a godsend for big islands like this, like Kraken's Fall, and like Old Faithful, this and Plunder even. Like this is a godsend right here. life.
They'll even help with the fetching and carrying. All
So, just missed it. But basically, right,
adventure.
we just saw this skeleton
They'll even help with the fetching.
is carrying a treasure chest, helping the crew. I don't know how they're gonna make this so that like we can control where they carry the chest, or even if we can like bring them on the ship, if that would be possible, that would be really cool. But I think this is a really cool feature. I'm sure it's gonna be like super buggy when it launches, but once they get this to work, it's gonna be an amazing feature.
And carrying. All crew should also keep an eye out for the Reaper's latest creation. Portable cannons of
So this is obviously the cannon of rage that we just saw.
rage can be deployed in many places, but these fresh opportunities for ordnance come with a price. Let the cannon overheat or take too much damage, and you'll be the one suffering the consequences.
So this is going to be really good for catching people who are running away from you, or from stopping chasers who are chasing you. And that's obviously going to be really good for everybody. What I think is really cool about this is that it has like a limited capacity. Like if you fire it too much or it takes too much damage, it's out. Which I think is really cool. And I think the best part about this is that this guy, if he gets revived, he can't use this cannon again because as we can see, it's destroyed, right? And I hope this is also a one-hit kill because that would make it really fair. And also the ship that they're using is going to be the one that we're going to be getting for free in the plunder pass. So yeah.
As well as a bounty of cosmetic rewards to unlock throughout Season 16, on May 22nd,
So here we have the plunder pass, obviously. So we're going to be having hair, makeup, all the usual stuff. We're going to be getting some masks here, which is cool. This shovel, and right here we have the hull and the sails for the ship. We're also going to be getting the entire instrument set here with the hurdy-gurdy and the banjo and stuff like that. This mask looks pretty cool. But honestly, this plunder pass looks really cool. I'm really excited for this belt right here. I think this is going to look amazing. But anyway, that was all the teasers for Season 16, guys. Leave a like if you guys are ready for this. I'm going to be recording it when it drops, and I'm going to hopefully try to post a video the day of the season launch. If not, I'll have it be on the next day. But I'm super excited for this season. I've been waiting for a season like this since forever, since we elected Flameheart to come back. So if you guys have enjoyed this video and you want to see more Sea of Thieves content, leave a like and subscribe, and also leave a comment about your predictions for the next season. But with that, I'll see you guys in Season 16.